Yo guys, welcome back to another reaction, and the reaction is on hit. No, why am I saying reaction? Review is on higehiro, a good romantic comedy that I've just finished watching, and I watched it on YouTube. Funny enough, to be fair, so it's not even a mainstream anime streaming service. It's literally YouTube, just base YouTube like I did in back in the old days when I first started watching anime. That's where I really started watching anime on YouTube, just base out and English dubbed. Anyway, enough of that kind of reminiscing. I'm back with you, another review on Higehiro, and here's my honest thoughts after just watching it and just finishing it now. It's a good anime. I'll give you the base synopsis. It includes Higehiro. It includes it's a romantic comedy featuring a man called Yoshida and a man called Yoshida and a teenage girl called Suyu. The man is a good businessman, office worker kind of thing, good businessman. However, one of his main kind of features is that he's nice to a fault. He's very, very, very nice. Nice to a point where it harms people around him, and nice to a point where it harms himself as well. And the people around him can notice that. And luckily, he has good people around him, so people that do notice that do sometimes call him out on being too nice for his own good. And however, in general, he's just a very nice guy to the point where it can hurt him, kind of thing. That's his kind of character. While he's a grown man, grown adult, red blood cell kind of adult, but he's still a good, high standing moral man. And you've got Suyu, who's a teenage girl who's had problems at home, dealing with life. Dealing with life, problems in a home childhood. That's Sue. And so she's run away from those problems, run away all the way from Hokkaido to Tokyo, which is where this story takes place, in Tokyo mainly. And she's run away to Tokyo. Now she's on the streets without no money to her name. And when when Yoshida's walking home one day, he sees Suyu on the streets, and obviously being the nice man he is, goes up to talk to him. However, Yoshida at that time was drunk, so he wasn't really in his full state of mind when going up to talk to her. But obviously, being he's still a nice guy even while being drunk, and so goes up to talk to her, ask her what she's doing, and then ends up inviting her home in a obviously nice way, rather than trying to get move on to her, obviously. However, Suyu at the time wasn't in the best shape of mind, and so she was mainly trying to repay him, in repay him in the sort of way, kind of way, the repaying of using bodily favors, if you will, kind of thing. However, being the nice guy he is, he wasn't rejecting it, and because he's an adult man, he's kind of got that mindset. And over throughout the course of and this continues, this kind of hit, and then what happens after that? They obviously go to bed, but don't obviously go to bed in that way, but just go to bed naturally, normally, like they should do. Just go to sleep, eyes closed, not like the dirty way kind of thing. So they go to sleep. Obviously, him being a nice guy, discusses the living arrangement, discusses her, and obviously, and as we go throughout the series, we learn more about her, how her life was, how her how why she ran away, and it kind of developed that kind of thing, and developed his character, and how he was trying to act like a father figure to her, kind of thing. That's how he acted towards her, kind of thing, as a father figure. That's how he always saw or see how that's how he sees himself, and that's how she sees him, as a kind of like a big brother or fatherly figure. And that's kind of how the show kind of progresses until the end. I'm not gonna spoil much more about it. That's all I'm gonna say anyway. I've tried to keep it very brief, and so yeah. Anyway, that's 5 minutes ready. Okay, cool. I need to quickly end this up. Cool. Anyway, this is my review. It's a very good anime. Like I've said about the on the romantic comedy review, it uses comedy to in order to endear us to the characters. And don't get me wrong, I didn't explain about the side characters that much. How in my synopsis, my brief synopsis there. However, their side characters are all W's in my opinion. They are very good. They are very developed side characters. Well, not very developed side characters. Very developed situations. Very developed, you know, interactions between the main character and each of the side character. Each of the love interest B, love interest C. Very good interaction between best friend, the supporting best friend who gives the good advice. Every single one deserves a round of applause, and the way they portrayed each and every one of the characters or the side characters, they deserve a round of applause. The creators of this anime, because they did it really well. Each side character was perfect for their role and fit their kind of role that they were fulfilling in this anime. Um, like I was saying, they used comedy in the right way to endear us to each character and introduce each character and endear us truly to the actual fact of each character. You know, they did it very well, in my opinion, and so so well that I believe that it's a very good anime. Lastly, it's just it like I've said already, it has very good developmental skills. It's very developed and it's able to develop each and every character. The love interest B, love interest C, how she feels about love interest, how about about the protagonist. You know, how her feelings of unrequited love kind of things. And love interest B's, how she feels about the the protagonist and all this stuff. Very developed characters, very developed plots, very developed. Just plot in general as well is very developed and very well thought through. However, one thing which in a lot of romantic comedies, I forgot to say this in the romantic comedy review, but in a lot of romantic comedies, they kind of drag. This is a problem that I've seen with Bunny Girl Senpai as well. They both kind of drag. They both kind of you kind of see kind of problem A, problem B comes along, problem C comes along. It's like how many problems do we have to go through until we get to the final problem? Like, you know, there's a bit where it drags. However, Bunny Girl Senpai has it very much, in my opinion. If I had to give a review of Bunny Girl Senpai, I'm not sure if I have or not, but at least my current opinion of Bunny Girl Senpai, it just did that way too much to the point where it got boring. However, now, however, with higehiro, it didn't do that much. It did drag a little bit. It was a bit draggy. However, you can get through it. It's not like a annoying kind of drag. It's like a ugh, a bit. It's a bit of a ugh, but you get through it. You get through it, and it's nice. It's a very good anime mode, and so it doesn't. The dragging doesn't get out in the way of it. It's a very good, and to be fair, I don't watch that many romantic comedies. To be fair, so that many romantic comedies. To be fair, so I do probably will have a raised opinion of it compared to others, because at least compared to the others, they're all good, like I said. But especially with recency bias, again, this is being a very good anime, and it's taking me for the ride. Actually, if I think about it, compared to Buddy Girl Senpai, it was so much better than Buddy Girl Senpai. It was much better than even any other romantic comedies. My Monthly Goals and Sakikun being another big one, which was very good. But again, I believe, but that was more slice of life kind of thing. This was also slice of life as well, to be fair. So romantic comedy, but to be fair, I rate it a good 7.5. It was a very good anime with a very good plot, very good character development, just very good overall, and a very good storyline. Very good, and a very good teaching method. It taught you life lessons and life skills. Have had very good morals and taught you things. Actually, I went out of this more enlightened, more things learnt. And so yeah, that's my honest review. So 7.5 is my honest review. Anyway, if you like this review and you agree, please hit the like button and yeah, hit the subscribe button if you will. Anyway, thank you for listening. I will end this off here before I start waffling again. Goodbye.